over the timing line. Last lap of the race, Altway leading. Jasper is 3 seconds back. What can James Poole do out of all of this? Those two cars side by side about markers. Number 2 is Jean-Louis Jasper. Number 3 is James Poole behind him. Through the traffic, all of that just plays into the hands of the leader because Altway, look, has gone. He's built up the advantage as everybody else scraps behind him. Downhill they plunge through Eau Rouge, climb the hill the other side, up through Radion now. And Carol Bash has got work to do, but he's got to get through the traffic as well as the slower cars. What can he gain before the very end of the race? Kiko Galbiati looking to gain ground. Hans-Peter Koller as well through the traffic. Car number 2, Jean-Louis Jasper, a 1.8-second penalty at the end of the race. So the car that was second onto the last lap is being penalised retrospectively. There is Carol Bash going through ahead of Hans-Peter Koller, so that is a place gained. There's a whole heap of shuffling going on this last lap. There's going to be more when you put the penalties into the mix as well. 88 getting out of the way, the lapped car of Hans Fabry that had a spin early on. There is Bash, another place gain, goes through on the inside of JC Perez. Now Juan Perez drops back a spot, so that's going to be, what, 5th for Bash, and he started the lap 9th. Downhill they come, through that long looping left of Poole. Number 3, James Poole, he's going to gain a place anyway because of the penalty for Jean-Louis Jasper, but what he wants to do is try and attack on the road as well. But for the moment, Jasper, who's got quicker and quicker over his season in the Super Trofeo, is hanging on to that place. Right there behind him is James Poole. The Malaysian-born Brit rides the curb, and somebody off the road on the very last lap is Oliver Engelhardt. That's at Poole, he's got it wrong, coming into the corner. I think he's hit the brakes and lost it, slithered across the road. It's going to be a win for Altway, but here, penalised but under attack anyway, Jean-Louis Jasper. James Poole right up behind him, out of the court. Poole, where they come. Poole putting a huge amount of effort into this. You can see the way the car's moving around the road a bit more. Up through Blanchimont now they will turn. The checkered flag is at the ready for Giacomo Altway. Up towards Blanchimont they come, then to the bus stop. Into the braking area. Giacomo Altway and Daniel Zampieri are going to win then once more. It'll be a 3rd victory of the season for Altway, a 2nd for Zampieri. Up towards the timing line comes the Adria Raceway backed car. It's going to be the win for race 1 at Spa to go the way of Giacomo Altway and Daniel Zampieri, 2nd on the road. Jean-Louis Jasper and Pavel Lefterov 3rd on the road to James Poole and Calvin Snooks. The gap between them was 1.4, the penalty was 1.8. So that should put Poole up into 2nd spot ahead of Jasper. Kiko Galbiati 4th and Carol Bash 5th after being 9th onto the last lap. We're not done yet because 21 gets forced out wide there of Gregor Machulski. And he fights fire with fire then and leans a little bit on Louis San Juan as they come up towards the line. Right there with them as well also, look, is Oliver Freimut as they head towards the timing line. But great racing all the way up through the order to the line, and the classes then, the overall classification, the Pro Cup won by Altway and Zampieri for Pro-Am honours, Lefterov and Jasper. This is the replay, I think, of how we lost Engelhardt. Onto the grass, hits the brakes, spins, loops it. Does he clatter the Armco? You bet he does. Bang, that's a big, big hit. Look at the way it moves back there. The deformed barrier will take some attention, I think, before the next race. Spins across the road. Here comes the impact. Bang, double hit, rear and front. So Oliver Engelhardt out on the last lap. So yes, Pro-Am honours to, in the end, the 3rd place car of Jean-Louis Jasper.